Yes, today, One Tech TV would like to speak about your link with global economy and how it affects you on the ground. Not many people know that whatever goes on in the country, the system which has put the economy policies, it creates repercussions and consequences on the ground. Then it go up, down like that all the time. How do you get affected by global activity? For example, petroleum prices, your product go up, but you yourself, you don't get any extra profit. For example, United States did have elections the other day. They chose Joe Biden. Joe Biden came with policy that are more open to manipulation, creating inflation and the increase of prices of commodity. Now the product became uncompetitive, uncompetitive in the market because it became expensive. You know, we are living in democracy. Many countries in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, but it's a country living under monarchy and communism. They are not mostly affected by these prices. Why? Because their governance system has the final decision maker. Now you can see the problem of how you get affected by global economic activity. Democracy has three arms of government which control everything. It is either political system, national assembly, which political system is national assembly. There is executive, which presents the president, and there is judiciary. A little complaint, even proposal before it is vetted by these three institutions, it takes too long. And some will arrogantly or demagogue reason they stiffen implementation of the project. Some demand even kickback, bribe, etc. But when you go to communist world, they think and they implement. In monarchy, monarchy is the final decision maker. So the three equal arm of government has cost democratic nations time to implement the crucial important agendas. Now you can see how China has become great because they implement so quickly whatever their idea come and get implemented. They have exported so much that they have more than 4 trillion US dollar, and they have interlocked the economy, whereas they don't allow a foreign institution to control their money inside their country because of fearing manipulation, which is happening in many other countries. Now, democratic country has problem because everyone wanted to be the one in charge. So what happened? They start sabotaging each other, jealousy, greediness. All these have repercussions which make the competition of the commodity international market became very hard. So the leaders shift to using atrocities and the cannibalism of governments using media houses, main media houses, and they also use violence and they go inciting people. Now this thing create non-competitive economy. So you will see now the problem of the economy which are affecting you on the ground. There is a lot of economic crashes which has been happening in democratic countries because the economy has no interlocking inside. It is open economy. Importing mostly without control. Taxes, high taxes, which are mostly not reinvested to create development because they did fall to the trap of privatization of national wealth and the national services. After privatization, they commercialize basic needs. In communist countries, they have not commercialized basic needs. In monarchy country, in fact, most of this country, their citizens are well guarded by principles of availability of help, especially when you are jobless or when the repercussion of economic crash happen. But here what happened? When your business fall, that is the end of you. You either go to look for a job to be employed, because finally any business you try, it is very competitive. Where I live, more than 80% of business started, they don't finish even 6 months or most of even 90 days. They close because there is no enough customer. People in democratic countries are not being empowered to be consumer. So you will find even when the good is manufactured in your country, it ends up mostly not even being consumed. It go to waste, too much expensive. The economy is not growing, but population grows. Because of that jealousy, sabotage, greediness, lack of discipline, arrogance, demagogism, which has been implemented through the education which we are mostly provided by religion institution. That is why it is very difficult to fight corruption. In fact, you can fight graft that is stealing, but to fight a corruption is very difficult because majority of the people has already entered the trap of removed their framework of thinking by religion. So they did not look the repercussion and the consequences, especially the environment repercussion. You will see most of the river around developing country, especially in Africa. They pollute rivers, they pollute everything because of commercialization of basic needs. Each one, there was so much mushrooming concrete jungle. But when we try to tell everybody, even in many meetings, without irrelevant, because and we have done research which many professors in leading institutions they have not done. Why are we still stuck in poverty and hunger? While communist country, most of them have maneuvered. A country like Cuba, among every 5 people, 1 is a doctor because education is free. But when you go to the country where it has commercialized basic needs, health, it has become messed up and trampled. When basic needs are not affordable by majority, what happened? There lies criminal activity, including like the way you are hearing school being burnt down, market like Gikomba being burnt down. All these are a result of one thing. Basic needs are not being affordable by everyone. People turn to the bad way of looking income because the equal arm of government is stiffening. Judicial services is very expensive, not for everybody. National Assembly, 28, you use a lot of money. Then when these politicians, most of them are got that chance after being chosen to lead, they never return to reason with their people. So democratic country, unified, they are being left behind because institutions such as IMF, such as World Bank, such as a monetary institution, they are still subscribing the outdated economy method, which no longer can compete with communism, world, or monarchy nations. So you'll find the product made in democratic country has become so much expensive, very difficult to consume. Now, it is up to each and everyone to start thinking how to convene these leading institutions to accept new ideology which can compete with communism world without using violence, without cannibalizing institution using main media houses, without cannibalizing those countries which are not subscribing ideology of democracy. You need new market for your product. You need to manufacture affordable product. Your ideology doesn't need the creativity, innovation, invention. They need to be implemented in time. That is the way to economy of the country. Thank you so much. This is Tech TV. Subscribe area.